Alright, so today we are talking SmartPlate 2.0. So in front of you, you can see a couple different components. This is what's going to come in the package when you receive it. So we'll break down item by item. You're going to get a sub-assembled SmartPlate shell with the board already installed and intact. You're going to get a USB to RS-232 adapter, the RS-232 cable, the 5-volt power, and the 5-volt power supply brick. So all you're going to need to do as the customer is plug a few things in, and I'm going to show you right now the best and fastest way to do that so that you can set this up for calibration quick and easy. Alright, so if you flip over the plate, you're going to see 6 Phillips head screws on the bottom, and then you'll see a cavity here. That's where these cables, the RS-232 and the power, are going to connect to the PCB board. You won't have to worry about fastening anything, you're just simply connecting the headers. So all you'll need is a Phillips head screwdriver. You're going to unscrew these 6 and then lift up the plate underside to reveal the board and get at the connectors nice and easy. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is take the 5-volt power cable. You're going to want to untie it and unravel it. And you're going to want to find one of the header ends so that you can cleanly unravel this. Alright, once that's unraveled, you're going to take the clip side up and you're going to thread it through this channel, and you're going to plug it right into this little header right here on the right side, and it will just pop like that when it's connected. So now if you pull on it, it's not going to come out. So this cavity will hold the cables that are going to come out of the plate. Next thing you're going to want to do is take the RS-232, and I have one that's already assembled, so I'll just use that one. Take the RS-232 cable. You want to make sure you line up the pins with the receiver on the board to make sure that it's going in the right way. So I've lined them up, push them together, and then all you're going to do is twist the screws on the side so that it has a stable connection. That'll take all of about 20 to 30 seconds. So once that's done, you'll tuck the cables in here. Then you're going to take the plate cover, put it back on, line the screw holes up, and go back to putting the screws into the board. Alright, once that's all done, you're going to take the plate, and if you have a batting mat, cutting out the home plate will help recess the plate and also act as a way to hide the cables underneath the mat to make it look more clean and tidy. If you don't have a batting mat, this will just be a little bit higher up than the floor level, about an inch. There's a couple different ways you can hide the cables: tape, plastic sheathing for the cables. We'll give you guys suggestions depending on the specifics of the setup. And the last thing we're going to want to do is to take that other header on the 5-volt cable, plug it into the 5-volt power supply. Again, the tab on the top is going to click so that you have to release it when you plug it in. It has a little bit of a click. You'll take the 5-volt power brick and plug it in to the outlet strip or the power source. And once the 5-volt power is connected, then you're going to want to take the RS-232 cable to the adapter with the USB. You will do the same thing, put the pins aligned with the receiver, screw in so that it's nice and tight, and then you'll take the USB side and plug that into an open port on the front of the computer, like so. Alright, so once everything's plugged in, you're going to want to go over to the main desktop. You'll type in Device Manager, and then you will find the Ports tab, and you'll see Prolific USB Serial COM port. So you'll know that that COM port number is 4. It could be COM port 1, 3, but in this case it took the 4th COM port. That'll be important to know for when we go into the software settings and we activate the plate. So once you have the COM port, you'll open the HitTrax Suite program and wait for it to boot up. And once it's open, you'll go to the settings, type in the password, and you'll find the SmartPlate tab on the left side. You'll see Use SmartPlate. Click the checkbox. Normally what happens is the port number will automatically populate, but Opening Device Manager will just help you verify that that is correct. The LED count is always going to be 74. And then, once you've verified the port and the LED number, you hit Connect. Computer will establish connection. Next, we'll expand on the bottom. That'll be the last option. So this is going to show you the values. A lot of this is not going to be important. You just want to make sure that the Z axis is checked off as the means of registering. And then once that's done, you'll hit the Calibrate button. And when you calibrate, there's going to be a 5-second countdown that comes onto the screen just like this. And then you want to tap the plate all over at various impact speeds. And once that's done, you'll see on the screen or on the computer screen that the calibration has taken. So now if you have the Z axis checked off, you're going to want to look at the average for the Z, which is 22. And then we want to set the threshold in the settings to correspond with that number. The impact offset, and we do 20, since that's right around that average. Hit enter, and then that is how the calibration of the SmartPlate works. All right, so once the SmartPlate is activated and you click tap to start, the pitching machine will go through its initialization process, that buzz, and then you'll notice the plate starts to light up. So on the screen here you can see the different game modes that are available. You pick any one. All right, so once you pick the game you want to go in, the perimeter of the plate will light up red, signaling that the game is paused or not active. All you have to do now to start the game and activate the machine, tap the plate. You'll see everything around it turns green, and then the arrows come and the pitch will come. And now you'll notice that while the play is happening, the plate is white, which means that you can't interact with it. But up until the last arrow, you can pause the game at any time for any reason.